Welcome back. This is Juliana Dankwa with Century 21 XL Realty. Today we are in the beautiful town of Grafton, and we have with us the native daughter Ava Fantasia from Century 21 XL Realty to give us a grand tour of this historical town. And Ava's been living here for so many years. Ava, how long have you lived in Grafton?
Well, first of all, welcome everybody to my hometown, Grafton, Massachusetts. I've been living here 35 plus years. First came in 1985 and never thought of ever leaving again, so welcome. Grafton is 40 miles west of Boston and 5 miles southeast of Worcester. So we're in a pretty sweet spot here.
So we are starting from the Grafton Commons. And so we are right behind the inn, the Grafton Inn. There's a lot of history here, and we're all ears. We want to hear.
Sure.
Yeah, let us know.
Well, I'm happy to share with all of you. But behind me is the oldest building here in the center. It's the Grafton Inn. It was built in 1805. Samuel Wood was a shoe manufacturer here in Grafton, and he built this. He also was employed many people, and Grafton is second only to Lynn, Massachusetts, in shoe production in the 1800s, producing over 700,000 pairs of shoes. Across the street we have our beloved gazebo, and this was given to us in 1930 by MGM after they filmed the movie Wilderness here. As you can see, we're in the middle of a renovation, and that will be completed in October. Our gazebo was in need of a Hollywood facelift.
Okay. And right across the gazebo we see the library there too.
Sure, there's a lot of renovation here in town. This library was originally just the front of the building, and it's right now on the tail end of a $16 million renovation. We added the whole central part and then the back end. And this too is scheduled to be completed in October.
So October we see a different Grafton Commons.
Yeah, a little bit different than the 1800s, where this intersection was actually a stagecoach stop for people traveling from Boston to Hartford. Oh yeah, this is quite fascinating. And as you can see, looking down South Street, we have really perfect examples of Victorian, Greek Revival, and early American architecture. So sprinkled on streets throughout this center area, you can see just beautiful, beautiful architecture. Lovely homes.
Lovely homes, I can see that. And so when there's no renovations, I hear there's a lot of activities at the Commons.
Oh, sure.
What are some of them?
Sure. We have our weekly concerts, our weekly farmers markets. People just come and picnic. The renovation will include additional walkways so people can kind of traverse the different small businesses along the common.
Excited. I see the excitement on your face. A lot of culture here.
A lot of culture here.
Nice. So today we have the pleasure of you giving us a grand tour of the town of Grafton. So from the Commons here, where are we going next?
Well, next I think we should head to Grafton High School.
Okay. All right. Guys, come along. Let's go. Grafton High School is among many schools in Massachusetts now offering school choice. This means students from nearby towns can also attend. The school boasted 98% graduation rate with 48% of the students passing at least one AP exam. Here we are at beautiful Highfields. Highfields Golf Course has emerged as the area's premier public golf course and event facility. You can enjoy 18 holes of golf or take in the sunset in one of the two Highfields restaurants at the clubhouse. Highfields is also home to more than 160 new luxury homes, some completed, some still under construction. So, to all you golf and sunset enthusiasts, there is still time for you to jump in and make an offer on your next home here at Highfields. Enjoying the store, and so down the street from the clubhouse, they're building all these new houses. We're in front of some of the new construction. Yeah. So.
Yes, as I told you, they'll probably finish out a little more than 160 houses here at Highfields, and we're on the tail end of it. And this is one of the beautiful pieces of property that'll be coming on the market next month. The McGills are also world-class builders. So they not only can build a golf course, but they can build a beautiful piece of property. So, nice. As you all know, inventory is low in our area. So to see these new constructions become available is really exciting.
It's very exciting. And you tell me that they start from the low 7s and up, right?
Sure, these are new constructions, so this will probably be somewhere in the 8s.
In the 800s, okay. Right, and it has typically 3 bedrooms or 4.
4 bedrooms for sure, and probably somewhere around 3.5 baths.
Oh, that's nice.
Along with the fact that you're on this beautiful golf course.
You are the golf course is your backyard, and you enjoy a lot of scenery, beautiful scenery, and things like that. So, buyers, this is a lovely town to live in. If you have ever thought of living in New England, Massachusetts, Grafton is one of the most beautiful, historical, cultural town to live in, right?
Absolutely, and I got more to show you.
Oh, yes. We are ready to see more, so
let's go take a look at some 4-legged friends.
Awesome. Okay. We're on our way. We are still in Grafton. You'll be asking, look at the backdrop. We have horses here. You're asking, what about the horses?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, Juliana, let me tell you, Grafton, away from the hustle and bustle of the center and Highfields Golf Course, Grafton is an equine community. We have an abundance of horses in town, private farms, as well as riding stables. Riding instructors are everywhere, as well as our equine friends.
Okay. So you love horses yourself, and
I do.
You brought us to see your own horses here.
I do,
and you take care of them.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep. These are these happen to be thoroughbreds. They're all were race horses, and they're all retired right now. Mm-hmm. But just up the street, I'd like to show you a riding school.
Oh, that's awesome. So your horses were in races before? Yes.
As a matter of fact, they were.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Which races were they in?
Sure. Well, Charlie there on the left has raced in New York,
Okay.
Florida, and when we had a racetrack in Massachusetts.
Okay.
The horse on the far right raced in New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and the horse in the middle has raced in Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and New York. So they are world travelers. Yes, they are.
World travelers, and they were celebrity horses.
Yeah, we sure are.
Oh, yes.
We sure are.
Okay.
Grab your saddle.
Okay, and there you
Get on
go.
board.
Okay, we're going to see more. All right.
So Juliana, before we make our next stop, I
Yeah.
wanted to take a moment and share with you Grafton's rich Native American history. Here we are on Brigham Hill Road, and we are at an 4-acre Indian reservation. Grafton was home to bands of Nipmuc tribe and Native American Indians.
Okay.
And these would be the Hassam and Esco. What you're looking at here is, this is a renovated structure, but this structure was actually the first longhouse built by the Native Americans here in Grafton. So this it's quite a historic place. Each year they hold a Native American fair here.
Okay.
COVID's put a little damper on things,
Okay.
but generally hundreds and hundreds of people from the Northeast come here and celebrate their Native American heritage.
That's interesting. And tell me the story about Brigham. That is one of the oldest streets.
Sure, Brigham Hill Road. The Brigham family lived here originally. Of course, this land was never owned by the Brigham family because the Native Americans were here first. So, as you can see by the sign, this land has always been a Native American land. But sure, the Brigham family lived up the road, and it was a farming community here along the road. I just want to let you know that in addition to this reservation here in Grafton, the Grafton Historic Commission and the Grafton Conservation Commission got together and purchased 190 acres, and it's called the Hassam and Esco Woods. And that land is thought to be was home to this Hassam and Esco tribe of Indians as well, Native American Indians. So, you know, Grafton does have a rich heritage. It's something we're very fortunate to have in our community.
Very nice, rich heritage, rich history, rich culture, all around. Great to make this place your own home if you've ever thought about it. Horses and everything. So now we're going to see.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that we're not that far from civilization. Come with me.
Yes.
2 minutes.
All right. Okay, let's go. So the tour keeps going on, and right now we are in front of the Community Harvest Project.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yep, we're here at the Brigham Hill Community Barn, which is managed by the Community Harvest Project.
Okay.
And what's done here is, on these 15 acres of land, volunteers and a handful of staff work to grow vegetables and also a blueberry farm, and take those vegetables, harvest them with the help of volunteers, and give that to the food bank in our area. Their mission is to provide fresh food to all, and especially those who don't have access. So this is one of the loveliest working farms in Grafton, and grow many, many pounds of vegetables every year for our
For your food bank. That tells the heart of the town.
The barn behind you is a post and beam barn, and this barn can be used by not-for-profit organizations in the community throughout the year. It's also home each year to the Harvest Festival. So you know, you'll see horses pulling carts and carriages and sunflowers and all kinds of beautiful activities in the fall.
Beautiful culture again.
It's absolutely.
In the town of Grafton.
Yeah. Full of surprises.
Seriously. Okay. So off we go to our next adventure. Let's go, guys.
Okay.
Yay.
You are only minutes away from the Mass Pike anywhere in Grafton. Travel to Boston in under an hour or head over to New York State with this direct route.
Yes, Eva, we have so far been to so many beautiful places in Grafton. Right now we are at the Wyman Garden, the biggest industrial location here. So I'll let you tell us the story. How many people do they employ here?
About 2,500, Juliana, are employed here. But that's not the interesting thing about Wyman Garden. What they do is they forge metals here. So the interesting fact is all of our U.S. Space shuttles that we launch into space have been here to Grafton, Massachusetts. What we do at this facility is forge magnesium on the undercarriage of each of those space shuttles before it takes off.
Interesting. We are special, so they can go up there without coming here.
Absolutely.
that Grafton is the center for all these space activities that's going on.
Well said.
Spatial.
Well said.
Spatial place. Yes. Okay. So, and it goes back to what we say is Grafton has a whole lot to offer. So we've seen so many things. We have a few more to see. Where else are we going now?
Sure. Well, I'd like to take a quick stop by some typical developments that you'll see here in Grafton.
Okay.
And when I say developments, I mean places to live.
Okay.
We have all the big name builders, Toll Brothers, Pulte, along with our own local builders. But I just want to give you a little flavor of that.
Okay.
And then I'd like to take a step back in time and head to the Willard House and Clock Museum.
Oh, yes. The clocks were made here, right?
Well, some clocks.
All right. So that will be the final shot. But let's go and enjoy all these beautiful places. And thank you for giving us this grand tour of Grafton.
Well, it's been my pleasure.
Yes, yes. At a special place here. It has a lot of history to it, and Ava is going to tell us more.
Thank you, Juliana. So here we are. We're in one of the oldest houses. We're here at one of the oldest houses in Grafton. This is the Willard House, and it dates back to the 1700s. And here, four brothers made clocks. Their claim to fame is the banjo clock, and that's because the case that closed the clock is shaped like a banjo. You've probably seen that, where it's kind of long and round.
Yes.
The first clock was made here in 1766, and this is a great location where people do come and have small events here in Grafton. And this is one of several museums in the town, but I thought it was special enough for us to stop by and take a look.
We're glad you brought us by. And it's on how many acres?
Sure, it's on this amount of acres that are cleared, but then there are 37 acres beyond the tree line as well. And the current curator has lots of plans. She'd like to see some paths be put through and also into the woods to create some walking trails, but has to find a volunteer to do it, because this is another one of the not-for-profits in town.
Yes. So Grafton has all these special places for the native people that live here to enjoy, and also people come from outside to hold occasions here. You said. Yes. Okay. So we've seen a whole lot of the town. We have just a few more to show you, and I hope you're enjoying your tour with us. Let's go to see the next one. Yay! Yay! We are now at the top veterinary medicine school. Yeah, and it's one of the premier hospitals?
Yeah, veterinary schools in the world.
In the world.
This they have students that come from all over. This is a beautiful 585-acre campus, and it serves large animals, small animals, and uniquely has its own wildlife clinic. I personally picked up an injured bird and brought it to the wildlife clinic, and a squirrel, and they've taken that animal in and nursed it back to health. So this was originally a state hospital for people who had mental illness.
Okay.
And they thought you could bring people out to the country, into the fresh air, and into this beautiful nature, and as part of the cure to mental illness. But in the late 1970s, Tufts took this over as their primary veterinary practice.
And I hear there's some walking trails and things around here that people can all
Sure. Yeah, it's 585 acres. So sure. As we go east toward Westboro, there's open fields where you can bring your dog and your friends and walk up and down the hills of this campus.
Absolutely. This is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Okay. We have had quite a tour of the town of Grafton.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure with you helping us to expose this town to us and show us why you love living here and reasons why people would also really love to live here.
Well, I have one more reason.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, the final reason. Let's go check it out. Check out the final reason.
Let's check it out.
Yes. Yes, guys, we have seen it all, but we brought you to this place so you can see how easy it is for you to live in the beautiful town of Grafton with culture, lots of history, nature and everything, and still be able to work in Boston, work in Framingham, work in Newton, just hop on the train. So that's why we're here, right?
That's why we're here. Grafton is connected. So as you saw earlier, we have our Mass Pike exit, but we also have our commuter rail line. We're part of the Framingham-Worcester line, which is 17 stops from Worcester to Boston. This is actually the oldest line in the system. It originated in 1834 in West Newton for commuters to commute into Boston. About 18,000 people a day, pre-COVID, rode this line.
Awesome. So this has been such a fun day, and if you guys have any questions, comment and let us know your favorite town. But thanks to Ava, we have had a wonderful tour of the town of Grafton. So if you need more of this kind of information, subscribe to our channel, and we will be putting content out every week so you can get information. See you in the next video.
Thank you, and I hope I convinced you to come to Grafton.
Come and live in Grafton. My pleasure.
All right, thank you,
It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye.